Fred Film Radio, I'm David Martos. This is the 79th edition of the Mostra di Venezia, and we're here with Michal Vinik, director of Valeria is Getting Married in ORIZZONTI Extra. Michal, how are you?
I'm fine. How are
Thank you. Thank you for coming. How do you feel here in Venice? How do you feel premiering your film here in this Mostra?
Of course, we're very excited and very honored.
It's every director that comes to Fred says it's an honor, it's a pleasure, but it is really one of the most important festivals in the world. I mean, it can help with a career.
Hopefully, yes.
This is your third film, right?
No, it's my second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you had 3 feature films and 2 short films. Maybe I mistook one.
There is one cooking, and it was in Cannes, so maybe you read about it. It's a script, yeah.
Yeah. And why do you think it takes so many years between films, especially for women? Because I've been talking to women a lot, women directors, and they say it is very difficult to raise money to make second films.
I actually don't know why it is so hard, but maybe it takes time to write the script, and then maybe it takes time to get the money because a lot of directors do it. I don't think it's a matter of gender. I think it's just hard to get money to make a film these days. Yeah.
For everyone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to say, it wasn't that hard to get the second feature film. Hopefully the third one would be easy too.
Yeah. So your film tells the story of 2 sisters, particularly one that goes from Ukraine to Israel to get married. She's going to get married with a man she doesn't know personally. Can you elaborate a little bit on why this story got to you and you wanted to make this film?
Yeah, it's a real wonder. I don't know why I was obsessed with this kind of marriage, a set-up marriage, and I was really obsessed about it for years. I was reading, especially I was obsessed about the men, not the women, because I read a lot of monologues on the internet of men that are not succeeding to have relationships in the regular way. Regular, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And then they think, okay, but all the world is very mixed, so why not? And I started following these kind of stories. I really don't know why, but I think maybe it's connected to gender dynamics. Maybe it's connected to men and women in this world in a more broad way. Maybe it's not only about this set-up marriage, but about a position of a woman in a world where she is not leading.
I didn't know when I was watching the film that it was a frequent thing. It is a frequent thing going on in Israel?
No, frequent is not the right word.
Okay.
It's a phenomenon. It's not only in Israel. It's in the United States, in Britain, in Germany.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how frequent it is, and also the authorities don't like it. But it's not illegal. So there is this thing. 90% of these marriages don't succeed, obviously. But I saw a great documentary by Nili Tal, a female director, and there was a couple there which succeeded. It was love. I mean, you see love, really.
It can happen, of course.
It can happen, and it was wonderful. And I was just following these characters in my head and trying to bring them into fiction. And it took time, and then this story developed, yeah.
When did you shoot the film?
November 2020, it was in Corona, but before vaccinations. And Dasha Tvoronovich, the actress that plays Valeria, actually came and was isolated for 2 weeks. I gave her my guitar, and she was in a hotel, and then she came straight to the set. I mean, all the rehearsals was in Zoom. It was really crazy, yeah.
Well, before the vaccinations and before the war in Ukraine.
And before the war, yeah, that happened too.
How do you think your movie is going to be seen in light of the war that is going on in Europe now?
It was written and directed before the war, so it's not mentioned. But I think that this thing is making the film more relevant, of course. Yeah.
What life do you expect for the film from now on? There is a release planned in some Western countries, or?
It's just the beginning. We're just beginning now, so I don't have a clue. We're going to Toronto afterwards.
Okay,
and
that's good.
there are numbers of festivals that already invited the film, and it's really, really the beginning for us now. So
Okay, so it's been a good start.
Yeah.
Michal, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
My
For
name
me
is
too.
David Martos. We are on the 79th edition of the Mostra di Venezia, and this is Fred, the Festival Insider.